to go ahead and do a daily recap today on February 24th, 2025. So we're going to go up to the higher time frames here on just the NASDAQ. So you can see on this right hand side, the bottom corner is going to be the daily. So looking at the daily, this is today, right? So this was Friday. We saw a huge drop down. We can see that we closed below this low right here, right? So since we closed below that low, I would have the anticipation that we're going to come for the previously daily low, which it would be this low right here, right? I'm going to make that solid line just so you can see it. So that would be my daily bias, thinking that we're going to go lower to get that daily low right there. When we look at the 4 hour, we can see here that there is a 4 hour fair value gap right in here, right? So we have a 4 hour fair value gap right here. Okay, that price is tapping into during Asia and London session, and then we see London sweep Asia highs and take that liquidity. We see it come drop down right here, creates another swing high in the 15-minute, and then here it does take that liquidity there. So we have our liquidity sweep on the 15-minute, okay? Then here's our swing point right here. Changing the state of delivery, right? So just looking at that there, 15-minute change in the state of delivery. So we swept liquidity, then we drop down, create a 15-minute change in the state of delivery at 9:30. If we were to drop down to a 1-minute, well, let's just keep this at a 15 and I'll switch over. Let's just save all this stuff here. So we know this one here is our 4 hour fair value gap, liquidity sweep, change in the state of delivery, which means it would probably heading down towards London lows, right? So as this candle right here, I want to highlight this. This is the candle that creates the change in the state of delivery. So let's mark this a different color so it's easy to see. Okay. And then if we were to go ahead and go to both the charts, okay, so here we go. We can see here we've got the daily and the 4 hour showing. So just looking at this here, if we are in the 1-minute time frame, right, and we can see at this time, it's gonna be hard to see because I'm going to expand the chart pretty wide, but okay, so at this time here, which is right here in this section, okay, right, that I highlighted, that's when that change in the state of delivery happens. We can see if we look over here at the 4 hour during that time frame, we're right in here, right? So we're tapping into this 4 hour fair value gap that it shows here, and we would be right at the top of the wick of the daily candle. So we know, like, okay, if we're bearish, we are looking for our entry at the top of the wick, so the top portion of the wick on the daily candle, because remember, open, high, low, and then close. So that's what we'd be looking for. So now that we have that idea, we can zoom in a little bit here. We have our liquidity sweep. Let's move this over so you guys can see it. We have our 15-minute change in the state. It's tapping into that 4 hour fair value gap. So then it breaks down right here. You can see we sweep liquidity right here as well in the 1-minute. We have a change in the state of delivery on the 1-minute. And then it does create a fair value gap right here, but it actually never even retests that. I entered this position on the change in the state of delivery. So on the 15-minute, I saw us break right here. I entered that position. When I dropped on the 1-minute and saw this sweep up and then this push down, that was the Judas swing at 9:30 and then push down. So I entered. My stop was above this high right here. Oops. Stop would be right here. Right? Stop loss right there. Entry at the change in the state of delivery. Target. Previously daily low. Okay, and you can see here I took it off a little bit early just because I'd hit my daily goal, and I'm honestly was about to step away from the charts, so didn't even want to think about it. It was close enough for me, and then you can see it dumped right down, and then continue to dump all the way down to almost hitting the previously weekly low, and then created the low of the day right now, which I think potentially it's a Monday. It could be the low of the week. That's why I put it there, because sometimes Monday will create low of the week or Wednesday will. So we either keep dumping down, break through all this, and we create the low of the week on Wednesday, or this would be the low of the week. So we'll kind of keep an eye on that tomorrow on what price potentially may do. But wanted to run down the setup. So liquidity sweep in the 15-minute, change in the state on the 15-minute. We see that even during that liquidity sweep, we have another one in the 1-minute, taking this liquidity here, and then an immediate reaction down, causing the change in the state of delivery, opening a fair value gap. I entered on the change in the state of delivery, and then wrote it down to the previously daily low, and it continued even lower, which I didn't capture the rest of this move because I only have one contract. If I had two contracts on, would have entered two contracts here, would have taken one off here, and then moved my stop break even or above this high, and then put my runner all the way down here, and then I would have been watching that trade, and every swing high point, so right here is a swing high, I would go ahead and put my stop there, so I'd trail my stop down to there, dumps down, creates another swing high right here, trail my stop to this high, dumps down, I put my stop at this high here, continues to dump, I put it right here, continues to dump, and then it would probably stop me out right about down here, because as we get to this point, or I would have just closed it with this big large green candle, because that kind of indicates that we're going to be moving up at least halfway of this move, or close to that. So that is the trade for today. With one contract size, I'll go ahead and show you. You guys remember this account was at $800 at the end of the week. Towards the end of the week last week, we're back up to 1635. So we're still negative, but today $113.50 with one micro contract. So if that was one mini, that would be $1,100 in a very short amount of time. So really nice, really good trade. Captured a good chunk of that move, not the whole move, but a decent amount of it, which is nice. And that's all I'm looking for every single day. So I'm happy with that there. And we will look to see what tomorrow brings us. If I look at the news for tomorrow, this week's kind of bland, so we don't really have much. We got yellow folder, composite, HPI at 9, and then consumer confidence at 10. So probably would trade before 10 or after 10 tomorrow. That's my thought process going into it. And if we take a look, let's just clean this up a little bit. We know what we've taken this previously day, so that's fine. Jump up to the 15-minute. Okay, get rid of that. Get rid of that. Okay, so there we go. So if that creates the low of week, we could potentially look to trade up or continue lower. If we were to go to a daily really quick here, let's take off the executions. So we had changed the state of delivery here. The 4 hour, so daily would dump down lower. So we may come down and take out this here. We're going to go ahead and leave this at just the previously daily low, because it could want to come down and grab this liquidity here before moving up to this daily fair value gap that's going to be created today. So we'll see how it goes. ES took previously weekly low. So let's update this. Create the high and the low of the day. All right, perfect. Perfect. There we go. Okay, so that's what we're looking at going into the week. And until next time, see you then.